Hey, welcome back. This is sort of a part two to the screen direction, eye lines, matching kind of lesson we had earlier. Um, I was talking about how in dialogue scenes you can get away with a lot more as far as jumping the line because you can resolve it through having a piece of the other actor in the shot or always cutting back to that master shot. But where it becomes imperative and really delicate, and I'm kind of a stickler about, because you'll see this in movies where there's a chase scene, car chase, foot chase, where everybody's got to be running in the same direction. If they're running this way, right, they're always going right. They're always going right, and it has to be that way because, again, if you get in the editing room and you have them going right, right, and then left, 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 it looks like they're going running this way and running. It turns into Benny Hill and Keystone Cops quickly, and you get unintentional comedy, which you don't want. Now, talk about shootouts, gunshot, pie. People throwing pies at each other. It doesn't matter. That has to be one group's going this way, one group's going that way, because then it makes sense that there's a fight. Again, this is all stuff that as a new director, your camera crew will help you with. Your script supervisor will be a big part of this, because that kind of script continuity, eye lines, matching sizes a lot of times, because that's what when I talk about matching, I'm talking about like lens size, lenses. They'll say, okay, you had a 35 millimeter on that actor, so now we're turning around. It's an hour and a half later. We want to kind of match that, so when you get in the editing room, it's not jarring. You don't go from a very telephoto shot of one actor to a wide angle of the other, unless that's what you're going for. Certainly the Coen brothers and Terry Gilliam do it to great effect. Big wide close-ups on big wide lenses, 18 millimeters. You want to be able to walk into a situation as a director kind of having a handle on everything. And what I mean by that is, you kind of have to be up on all that stuff. The technical part, like once you get into the editing room, of course, acting, performance, communicating with all the different departments. I call them trades sometimes, which is maybe the wrong term, because that's like electric, plumbing when you're building a house. But all the crafts, camera, grip, electric, makeup, hair, wardrobe, props. You want to be able to communicate, with some degree of authority to all those departments. Helps you get what you need to do as a director. Makes that happen. The more you're knowledgeable in knowing all the different departments. But again, not something like screen direction. You will get a hand from your camera department and your script supervisor. Even your assistant directors will help you to an extent, but you want to know that. I mean, I was lucky in that I was a camera operator for 12 years before I ever got a shot to direct. So all that stuff came very second nature to me, but it took a while to learn. They have, when you buy kids tennis shoes, they have the L and the R on the top of the shoes, so the kid will eventually learn that that's left and that's right. Well, I used to do that on the top of my shoes, and I had knee pads for Steadicam, and I'd put it on the back of the knee pads, because I needed to learn when they say, okay, everybody, this actor's got to look left, or they're going to exit camera left or camera right. I needed to be able to say to the actor, oh yeah, you're coming to this side of the camera. And if I had to sneak and take a look, that's what I would do. People joked around, oh, look how cute, though. It's like when you're a little kid, you have the shoes with the L and the R. I was like, yeah, it's really cute, but I was learning. You're under pressure enough to deliver, and you don't want to get fired as a camera operator. You're going to learn that stuff fast. So I was lucky in that regard, and that was my sort of training to be a director, was being a camera operator. Because I learned all the nuts and bolts pretty quickly, and had that down by rote by the time I got to direct. And, pretty good, decent relationships with actors as far as communicating and knowing what they need and what they want, and how to be very succinct in my direction, not ramble on like I do in these videos. Anyway, hopefully that'll clear up some of that. Anybody has any questions, leave it in the comments. Like, this channel so I know that people are watching, and subscribe, I guess, is more important. Yeah, leave me comments. Let me know how if there's something that was fuzzy or I can make clearer. We'll be happy to do that. All right, cool. Thanks a lot. Bye. Guys Film School out.